Good evening, everybody. It's Joe with Joe Knows Cryptos. And sorry I'm getting to this so late tonight. I had some car problems today, needed some new tires, and I had to bring my car to the shop. And then son had a band concert, and then he went to watch a football game and at the high school. So I'm just getting in here now, just sitting down and having time to make a video. So let me talk about, first thing, I had someone ask me about a crypto called NMR. NMR. I looked at it a bit. I didn't go too far into depth on it, but from what I can tell, it's another type of financial advisory type of token. And how it works is they don't call their people who pick the stocks brokers, they call them scientists. Okay? The scientists use data from past performance to predict the future winners, supposedly. This was a token that I believe shot up over $40 or maybe even $60. I can't recall right now. I looked at it earlier this morning, but it's a lot higher than it is now. Now it's like $1 something, I believe. So let me just say the positives and then the negatives about it. The positives would be that there's not many tokens. I think there's only like 1,050 or 1,500,000 tokens, something like that. It's very, very few. It's small like GVT. It's even less than GVT, and GVT hardly has any tokens. So that would make it move rapidly, and since it is so low, you probably, I don't know. Let me just stop right there, because let me say what I don't like about it as well. So I like that there's few tokens. I mean, they do have a plan where the people who, I think it's a weekly or a monthly type of contest, or, see what scientist picks the top performing tokens, and the people who lose weekly, their tokens are kind of held as losses, not as losses, but they're kind of held somehow for the month until the competition is over, and then they're given back to the customers. I'm not quite sure how that worked out. That was a little funky. I'd probably have to look at it more than I wanted to fully understand that. So, I mean, as far as the financial and having somebody help pick, it's like Genesis Vision that way. The few tokens was a very good thing as long as it catches on. But I have a few problems with it, and the main problems are, first off, picking successful stocks or cryptocurrencies or any kind of investment. And I've said this in past videos, I hate to go by charts. I hate to go by graphs, because what's true in the past, they say that the history repeats itself. That's history. We're talking about investments here. It's a little bit different. Trends change, times change. What's in fashion yesterday might not be in fashion today, or maybe going out of fashion tomorrow. And what people don't think as much of anything today might be the next big thing. So that's why looking at past data, in my opinion, that these scientists use to formulate their top picks, is they're taking stuff from the past which doesn't take into account things that haven't been explored yet, new technology, new advancements, potential, speculation. And if they're always looking at stuff that performed well in the past, yeah, it might do well in the future, and it may not. I don't know. So to me, the whole way that kind of thing is worked out was kind of hokey. They should just let investors go in there and use whatever kind of strategies they want. If they want to use data, that's fine. But to have them all use data is kind of, I don't know. Like I said, there's too many unknowns in investing to just go off of past data, and they're all probably going to come up with similar results if they look at similar factors. And I just don't see a lot of variety, a lot of out-of-the-box thinking, which I think is very important, and much speculation. I mean, I guess if you want to have something safe, relatively safe, that might be the type of investor that broker or scientist that you want to go with. But I think most people are in cryptos to make more than they're making in like a bond or even a dividend paying mutual fund or what have you. Um, so that's one thing I didn't like about it. The other thing I didn't like is that when it had its run up, it seemed like it was almost a pump and dump. Because if you look at the chart, it spiked up real fast and it didn't have very much sustaining time up there. Like when the rest of the crypto market spiked up, it stayed up there at least for a couple months before it crashed back down. This was like went up and then came right back down, which to me is almost a false high that it hit. So, you can say, wow, look at it. It was up over, $40 or $60, whatever it was, but it was for like less than a week, a couple days. So that's not a true, you got to look at where it started from. That's more your true value line, which is still much higher than it is right now, don't get me wrong. But then there's some other things that have me concerned about it. And the biggest thing is going to be that it's not on any of the major trading platforms. I think it's only on 3 exchanges, and none of them are anything that most people are even signed up with, in my opinion. I could be wrong. But for tokens to move, they have to be easy to access. They have to be easy for people to put their money into them without having to sign up with this small exchange that, they're not really ever going to use. And, people are basically going to stick with what they know, with the exchanges that they're on, that, the Coinbase, which you have to pretty much go in to put your fiat currency into, Binance, big one, and I don't know, maybe Cryptopia. I don't really even know what other people are using right now. I usually just use Binance, which is going to bring me to my next subject. So that's my thoughts on that crypto. I personally would not be investing in it. However, if you want to take a chance and roll the dice, and since there are so few tokens, it does have potential to go up, but it also has the potential to just roll over and die, in my opinion. So I'm not feeling real good about it. And if you're invested in it, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm bringing you down, or sorry if I'm you think I'm keeping other people from investing in it, but it's not anything that I would be investing in. Which brings me to my next topic about exchanges. Yesterday in my video, I told you that I had my eye on another crypto that wasn't on the major exchanges that I am on. I was thinking about getting into it, and I would let you know if I did or if I didn't. And it turns out that I did. What I had to do was actually sign up for a new exchange. I can't remember the name right now. Hotbit, I think. I don't know. I signed up on this exchange just to buy this one token, and it does have quite a few other tokens. And if I'm going to start getting into a few more, I don't want to get into a lot, but I do want to hold a few speculative cryptos that I think can moon type of deal, since the market's kind of flat right now. And the ones that I research, the ones that I think have potential to go up, seem to be on some of these smaller exchanges that I'm not on. So I went and signed up for Hotbit, and I purchased NEXO, and you can get it right now between 16 and 18 cents. What NEXO is, it's pretty cool. It's, if you've heard of salt lending, it's type of a similar type of thing, but better, in my opinion, much better. So it's a crypto lending platform. And how it works is, if you have cryptocurrency that you don't want to sell or trade to buy different cryptocurrency because you like what you have but you don't have enough money to buy what you want, or you just need to take a loan, it's like a loan, it's a crypto loan type of thing. So let's say, just since Bitcoin is very popular, everybody knows Bitcoin, we'll use that as the example. Let's say you have 2 Bitcoin, you trade it in to NEXO. Not trade it in, but you let NEXO hold it as collateral. Since Bitcoin is at about, let's just call it 6,500, that would be 13,000 for 2 Bitcoins. They in turn would give you a loan on the Bitcoin, and I think they do about 50%, so you'd get about a $6,500 loan. Great thing about it is you don't have to do a credit check, you don't have to fill out all this loan applications, you don't have to prove employment, job verification, credit history, debt, renting, all these hoops that a lot of places, make you jump through. You don't have to do all that stuff. You pretty much give them your crypto, and they will give you fiat currency for, I believe it's 50% of whatever you give them. And the reason they do 50% is because say you give them the Bitcoin and Bitcoin goes down in value, that they don't get stuck short. If you owe them more money than what they're holding and they never pay you, then they're out. So they hold more than, they hold 50% more than what you give them. Now, however, they don't sell your Bitcoin, they hold it for you. They do charge interest. But whenever you pay back what you borrowed, so if you pay back the 6,500, then you get your 2 Bitcoin back. It'd be 6,500 plus whatever interest they charge. But the cool thing about it is, where Salt has a $3,000 initiation fee just to join, just to see if you'll even get the loan, there's no fees with NEXO. There is another 2 more cool things. So if you buy NEXO tokens, they hold those as collateral, then the interest rate that they charge you on the loan is cut in half. So let's say they give you a 10% interest rate. It'll be cut down to 5%, which is very cool. So that encourages people to buy the NEXO token and use that as their collateral. So that's very cool. The other thing is, if you have your NEXO tokens and you keep it in the NEXO wallet, then you will get a monthly dividend every month. This is kind of a rare thing for cryptos. There are some that do it, but they'll take 30% of their profits from each month, and they'll divide it up and give it to holders of NEXO crypto. Hey man, so you're going to get free NEXO just for owning NEXO, which is going to encourage people not only to buy NEXO, but to hold on to it. Guys, I'm getting on 13 minutes here already. I can't believe it. I wanted to talk about GVT a little bit. It was under some extreme selling pressure last night at about between 11 and 12. There were some huge sell orders that came in, basically weathered the storm there. And I haven't checked it in a minute here, but last I saw it was about 1480 or something like that. So the way it was looking, I thought it was going to maybe drop down into the 13s, but it seems to have weathered that storm. Got less than a week now before the platform is released. So guys, please, I'd like to do longer videos with more detail and better graphics and really do more of a professional job. But until, like I said, I get more subscribers, and I need thumbs up, I need subscribers, I need likes, then YouTube will give me more time to do the videos, and then I'll be able to set it up better for everybody. All right? So please like, subscribe, kiss your wife, hug your kids, pet your dog or cat, and I love you guys. God bless. Joe Knows Cryptos. Bye now.